Welcome back to the 628 Dirt Rooster channel for a little Hurricane Laura update. Thank all of you who have checked on us through Facebook and through emails and texts and calls and Instagram and whatever else is out there. Hurricane Laura completely missed us. We got a little bit of a breeze and light rain is about it. A few people I saw on Facebook got damaged, beekeepers in particular I'm talking about, because you know hundreds of thousands of people got damaged. Anybody don't know, that's the type of work that I used to do. I'm retired from now, but I used to be a catastrophe claims adjuster, so I've seen my fair share of all that. I did get called to go work it, but I turned them down, so I'm still home, still doing cutouts. And anybody wants to click away now, go ahead, but this is kind of what I did through Hurricane Laura. That's the sting from today. Sitting here watching Cantori's report.
So now we are
Hurricane, we're right here. JP's right here. Mr. Ed's right here.
Potentially wind down a little bit, but that
looks like it's coming in on us a little bit.
Right,
taking a break from hurricane watching between the outer bands of Hurricane Laura over here while the weather's kind of laid down, looking at a bee problem at St. Mark's Episcopal Church. All these bigger boats that couldn't be trailered are coming in for safe harbor at Kramer Marine. This place was destroyed during Hurricane Katrina. We're snake hunting right now. Tiny snake.
I walked around to come over here, or to go, to come over here because I had the shovel in my hand and then I couldn't see it. So it had to have gone up in this, because there's no way it went this way and I missed it. And I was getting ready to clean this up and
he escaped. He was non-poisonous though.
Are you 100% sure?
Judging by that picture you sent me. What?
I question your authority.
You question my authority?
You may know bees, but I don't think you know diddly about snakes.
That's about it for today. I'm just out looking at another job and finishing up some trim work on one that we already did. And I'll be back to you with a cutout very soon. Have a great day. You see the black where the hive was.
So the bees are eating the stuff to stay alive?
Yep. Yeah, they're eating. We'll close out this video with a little crappy photography story. That hive removal I went to look at, which turned out to be a dead out. All the bees coming up in that guy's attic were robber bees coming in, going through the hive and getting into his crawl space, not being able to find their way out. So he had this really nice 3rd floor finished out with doors coming out to this crawl space that went all the way around the roof of this house, and bees were just getting all in that and then getting into his finished attic. That was what that was. Turns out we're not going to do anything with it. I advised him on what to do and how to clean it all up and pressure wash the side of the house and close it up for next time, because this is 3rd floor. He's going to have to rent a lift to do anything with it. When I leave there, I drove to the beach to come back, just to have something to look at. It's either the interstate or the beach. The beach is a lot nicer to drive down. It was raining, or drizzling rain, and the wind was blowing really hard, and I'm just riding along the beach looking, and I realized the sand was all smoothed out from the weather. There hadn't been anybody on the beach, and the wind had kind of blown the sand all smooth, and I thought that'd be a pretty cool picture. And I had my old Nikon film camera with me. Cameras and photography are another hobby of mine. I'm not great at it, but I still enjoy it. So I thought, I'm gonna shoot up the rest of that roll of black and white on this beach here. So I pulled into a bay where I found some interesting foreground. They had these grass plugs that looked like the old men's hair plugs back in the day, the doll hair look. They had planted those in a bunch of rows, and behind that was a pier with a few people on it that I assumed came from a house across the street, because there was no cars there for them. And then out from that was Ship Island. Was pretty clear that day. Ship Island's miles out, but you could still see the island. And there was some interesting clouds with some sun shining through, and I was like, it's a pretty cool scene, I guess. So I shot a couple of shots with my digital camera, and while I'm taking pictures of this stuff, I mean, there's nobody on the beach. There's no cars. There's one car that I can see in either direction from me. Beach is wide open. This parking bay I'm at is a long parking bay, and I'm in the very beginning of it. So these people pull in there and park directly behind me, and I was like, well, as long as they stay in their car. It's drizzling. They're probably just sitting here to look at the beach. So I took a few more pictures. They see what I'm doing. They're here, I'm facing this way. I set my tripod up, and I turn around to get my film camera to set on my tripod, and I get my camera out, and I look just in time to see the truck door open, and this old pit bull hit the concrete. I'm like, that's not good. You know, because I don't know where this dog's going. I don't know if he's coming towards me or towards the beach. He goes straight out on the beach, and there goes my nice smooth sand, dog prints all the way through the middle of my scene. And I'm like, that sucks. Maybe he'll call him back and it won't be too much damage. Nah, this dude's gonna go on and mess the rest of my day up and follow his dog out there and stand there while the dog takes a crap. So I shot a couple pictures of him, and he turns around and looks and sees me shoot. So I'm holding my camera up, and I'm doing this with my finger, but I'm not even pressing the shutter button, because it's just, why, you know? You're not supposed to have dogs on the beach, much less have them crapping all over the beach. But what are you gonna do? So I did snap a couple shots, which is what I've got here. But he turns around and sees me, and I'm doing like this, looking at him, making sure he sees me. And so he goes over and acts like he's picking it up. I thought he picked it up. And then after he walks a little ways down the beach, and I get my camera set up, and I'm gonna try to take the scene anyway, I realize there's a steaming pile sitting next to the little grass there, dog prints and his footprints, and going on down the beach. And I was like, dude, you ruined my shot. I mean, with my skill level, it probably wouldn't have been good anyway, but still, I was like, pulling my hair out. So that was the end of that. I don't know if there's any lesson to be learned from that other than shoot faster. But next time I'll shoot faster.